Burkina Faso's military is spearheading a groundbreaking agricultural revolution across the Sahel region. By integrating cutting-edge technology with traditional farming techniques, the military is set to bolster food security, stimulate economic growth, and empower local communities. Later in the video, Ibrahim Traoré delivers hundreds of free agricultural tractors to farmers. In a landmark initiative aimed at bolstering food security and economic growth, Burkina Faso's government has embarked on an ambitious project under the Agropastoral and Altic Offensive. This initiative targets a significant increase in fish production, aiming for up to 100,000 tons, with the goal of reducing the nation's dependence on imported fish. The project, which began with a successful pilot in Samani, is now being expanded to Beger with substantial support from the Dumukfa Fund. The initial phase of the project in Samani has already demonstrated promising results. The first cages were stocked, and the harvest is scheduled to commence in a few days. This pilot project has laid a solid foundation for replicating the model in other regions. The success in Samani has not only proven the viability of large-scale fish production, but has also created a blueprint for future expansion. The project in Beger marks a significant step forward, utilizing funding from the Dumukfa Fund, which was established by the government to support agropastoral initiatives. Unlike the Samani project, which relied on different funding sources, the Beger expansion is strategically financed to ensure sustainability and scalability. This financial backing is critical in transforming the local economy and providing a stable food source. The project has been met with great enthusiasm from the local population in Beger. The stocking of the first cages has already been completed, and the community's response has been overwhelmingly positive. This initiative promises to deliver dual benefits, reducing reliance on imported fish and creating much-needed jobs. By providing employment opportunities for the youth, the project also aims to reduce the allure of terrorist group recruitment. With over 700 million CFA francs already invested, the project's funding is substantial but not yet complete. Importantly, the initiative is designed to be inclusive, targeting vulnerable social groups such as Volunteers for the Defense of the Fatherland, VDPs, and internally displaced persons, IDPs, who are in the process of resettlement. This focus on inclusivity ensures that the project not only boosts fish production but also aids in the social and economic integration of these groups. Meanwhile, in a remarkable push towards achieving agricultural prosperity and food self-sufficiency, two significant operations were launched last year. The Agropastoral Offensive and the Presidential Initiative for Food Self-Sufficiency have brought renewed hope and resources to the agricultural sector. The Ministry of Agriculture, responsible for overseeing these initiatives, has already engaged in a comprehensive free plowing process, covering 64,000 hectares across all regions. Building on last year's successes, the ministry has decided to acquire around 500 tractors for the upcoming season. These tractors will be deployed to plow the land for free, with the rainy season set to start soon. The primary objective of this move is to significantly boost agricultural production and work towards food self-sufficiency. In a bid to maximize the benefits of these initiatives, the government is urging young people to actively participate by quickly clearing the fields. Each province has focal points appointed by the governor, along with regional-level representatives, to assist in this process. Farmers with large areas of land are encouraged to contact these representatives. For those with smaller plots, forming cooperatives is highly recommended to collectively benefit from the free plowing services provided by the tractors. The support extends beyond just plowing services. The government has ensured that improved seeds and fertilizers are available to farmers at subsidized rates. This holistic approach aims to enhance the overall productivity and yield of the crops. The significance of these initiatives was highlighted in a recent event where the new agricultural machinery was delivered. Today is a very happy day for the rural world in general and for the ministry responsible for agriculture and animal and fish resources in particular, remarked a senior official. His Excellency, the President of the Transition, has emphasized that after the fight against terrorism, the second priority is achieving food self-sufficiency.
4 000 hectares dans toutes les régions. En plus de ça, donc, nous avons décidé d'acquérir environ un demi-millier de tracteurs. Pour cette saison, il faut le dire que ces tracteurs seront utilisés pour labourer gratuitement les terres.
This delivery is only a sample of a much larger lot of equipment. The space constraints at the event prevented the full display of the machinery. However, preparations are already underway for the rainy season campaign, with plans for a second acquisition phase. This will include almost 500,000 tractors, ultimately aiming to have 1,000 tractors and 700 motorcycles dedicated to the coaching network. This network will support producers in adhering to the necessary technical routes and good agricultural practices to achieve the required yields. The government has also committed to providing ongoing support in the form of seeds and fertilizers. Around 18,000 tons of seeds will be made available to producers, a significant increase from previous years. The amount is twice what was provided in 2023 and more than 5 times the average quantity over the last 5 years. Similarly, approximately 68,900 tons of chemical fertilizers will be subsidized, marking a substantial increase compared to previous years. The government's dedication to these initiatives is evident from the enormous efforts and sacrifices made in a challenging context. The total financial commitment for these efforts amounts to approximately 78 billion. The Agropastoral and Altic Offensive represents a strategic move to revive Burkina Faso's economy through sustainable agricultural practices. By encouraging youth to engage in agropastoral activities, the government aims to drive economic growth and reaffirm national sovereignty over essential food resources. The message to beneficiaries is clear: manage the funds responsibly to ensure the long-term sustainability of the project. Transparency in the selection mechanism and a commitment to involving genuinely committed individuals are key components of this initiative. Beneficiaries are encouraged to approach the project with seriousness and dedication to ensure successful outcomes and timely reimbursement of funds. This approach will allow for the continued funding of new projects and the sustainability of the Dumukufa Fund. Currently, the project has 44 beneficiaries, but this number is expected to grow as the initiative gains traction. The pilot phase serves as a testing ground to refine the model and encourage participation from private actors interested in fish production on Bager Lake. With technical management support from the Department of Agriculture and Animal Resources, private investors have the opportunity to contribute to and benefit from this transformative project. The state's commitment to providing resources and ensuring the project's success is unwavering. By closely monitoring investments and ensuring proper fund management, the government aims to create a sustainable model that will benefit future generations. This project not only promises to boost fish production but also to provide a pathway for economic revival and social stability in Burkina Faso. The Agropastoral and Altic Offensive stands as a testament to the country's dedication to self-sufficiency and sustainable development. To ensure the sustainability of funding through reimbursement assurance, we have implemented a transparent selection mechanism. This approach guarantees that the chosen beneficiaries are genuinely engaged and involved, thus maximizing the likelihood of benefiting from the program. It encourages participants to follow the activities with diligence, ensuring proper reimbursement, which, in turn, will enable the financing of additional young entrepreneurs and sustain the fund's longevity. Currently, we have 44 beneficiaries. However, this number could grow depending on demand. This initiative also serves as a pilot phase, demonstrating the potential to attract private actors interested in fish production at the Bager Reservoir. These private actors will receive support from the technical departments responsible for agriculture and animal resources, ensuring they can successfully carry out their projects. Significant efforts are being made by the state to support this initiative. This substantial investment underscores the head of state's ambition and commitment to turning this vision into reality. The rural community has expressed immense satisfaction with these initiatives. The Ministry of Agriculture, Animal and Fish Resources, along with its technical and financial partners, have been instrumental in addressing the concerns of small producers. These producers often face difficulties in plowing their fields and accessing quality seeds. With the new support mechanisms in place, these challenges are being effectively addressed. Optimism abounds as stakeholders look forward to the upcoming rainy season. If the weather conditions are favorable, there is a strong belief that the harvests will be significantly better, with a 60 to 70% certainty of good yields. This optimism is fueled by the strategic support and resources provided through these initiatives, paving the way for a prosperous agricultural future.